What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is John Sparks, creator of the local movie blog, and today I want to bring you a little bit of movie news. As you can tell, I'm riding solo here today. My partner in crime, Tyler, is not here with me right now. But yeah, I'm going to try to bring you some movie news. I'm going to try to get back to blogging too. Hopefully, I can bring a video one day and then a blog the next day, and try to alternate it back and forth. Hopefully, that's something I can do eventually. Trying to get that started back. I've had a lot on my mind and a lot of things going on here at college, but I'm just ready to get back to talking about movies and blogging about them. So without further ado, I'm gonna read you a little bit of movie news, give you my thoughts and opinions on it. Alright. Nicolas Cage, Ryan Reynolds, and Emma Stone are fully set to reprise their voices in DreamWorks Animation's forthcoming sequel to their 2013 box office hit, The Croods. Directors Chris Sanders and Kirk D'Amico confirmed the news this morning in an interview to promote the home video release of the original. With a worldwide gross of more than $585 million, The Croods also stars Catherine Keener, Clark Duke, and Cloris Leachman, and follows the adventures of a primitive family learning to survive in a fantastic but dangerous Stone Age world. First off, I just want to say I'm really excited about this. I really am. I've seen The Croods. It was a really good animated movie from DreamWorks. Now that Shrek's over with, they got to do something. They of course still have How to Train Your Dragon and a couple other movies, but yeah, I'm excited that everybody's coming back for the sequel, and the sequel hopefully will be a little bit funnier than the first one, but I really did find the first one enjoyable. And of course, when you make $585 million on a movie, depending on how big the budget was, but I can probably guarantee this budget is probably about $150 million. You're going to more than likely get a sequel, even if there doesn't really need to be a sequel, because the company sees that the movie is profitable. So you're going to get a sequel anyway with $585 million. So pretty good. Next piece of news here. It was announced a few weeks ago that Marvel Studios went back for a handful of reshoots for the upcoming Thor: The Dark World, and that these scenes were being shot to add more of Tom Hiddleston as Loki in the film. Speaking with the Huffington Post, Hiddleston was excited about the additional shooting and says the scenes came from an idea he had himself, though he doesn't outright reveal the nature of the scenes. He says, "We were adding new stuff, so that was fun for me. And some of the things were scenes I'd actually pitched a long time ago. The thing about Kevin Feige is he's very, very open and collaborative. And he and Louis D'Esposito, who run the studio, I find it admirable that they are open to ideas. Chris Hemsworth and myself have lived inside these characters for 2 movies, and now we've been inside every scene, and we know what works and what doesn't work. And also we know what we've done and what we shouldn't try to repeat. Because that was a great sword of fire underneath myself, not wanting to take anything for granted or just put the old recipe in the microwave, and try and find new things for the characters to do, new iterations of the relationship between Thor and Loki." And Kevin was really open to that. I remember as we were conceiving of the shape of the film, Kevin and director Alan Taylor were really open to it, especially because they always talk about the connective aspect of the Marvel Universe. Thor: The Dark World hits theaters on November 8th, 2013. Normally when you hear about reshoots, it's not looking good for the movie. But when it comes back and you're trying to add more to the movie, I'm okay with it, especially putting Tom Hiddleston on screen as Loki more, which is perfect. He plays the character of Loki so well. And yeah, I'm excited to see more stuff of him. We all know that he's not going to be back in the Avengers 2. That has been confirmed that Loki will not be back. So the more we get to see of him in Thor 2 will be better for us, even though we really want to see him in Avengers 2. But I can understand why he's not in Avengers 2, because we don't want to just see Loki. We want to see more. But I don't know, adding these reshoots I'm still hesitant though. The rumor going around is that possibly Loki's going to die, which I hope that doesn't happen, because Tom Hiddleston as Loki, as I said before, is just great. But I hope Loki doesn't die in the next film. But that's what has to happen sometimes, and that's just what Kevin Feige does. And Kevin Feige is a creative man. I mean, he's the one that came up with the whole idea of Phase 1, Phase 2, the Avengers, and Avengers 2. So it's all his doing. So if he wants to kill off Loki, he can. So, but I hope Loki doesn't die. But these reshoots, they're not going to be bad, especially adding more of Tom Hiddleston to the film. That's great. Next summer, we will see the most ambitious of all the X-Men movies to come to life in the form of X-Men Days of Future Past. The film will combine the original cast with the roster from 2011's X-Men First Class into one monster mutant epic. And speaking with Access Hollywood star Hugh Jackman, says the film has so much in it that it feels like multiple movies, and he has faith that it'll be the best X-Men movie in the series. He said, I know having sat at Comic Con on that panel with the extraordinary cast, I keep saying it's like two movies in one, but with the size of it, it's really three in one. It really is going to blow people away because of the story. Bryan Singer, I think, is going to become the first director to make increasingly better movies in a franchise. I'm not sure if there's anyone else that's done it. X-Men Days of Future Past hits theaters May 23rd of 2014, and it also stars Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Anna Paquin, Ellen Page, Peter Dinklage, and Halle Berry. Wow. First off, I just want to say that I'm excited for X-Men Days of Future Past. It's already one of my top anticipated movies I'm looking forward to. I absolutely loved X-Men First Class. I thought it was a great X-Men film, probably the best one yet, to be honest. It was better than any of the original three. It was better than Origins Wolverine. I thought it was better than the Wolverine that just recently came out. But yeah, I can see where he says it's three movies in one. I mean, you're gonna have to talk about the future of the world and the present of the world and the day. So pretty much the whole movie could be about the past, then a whole another movie could be about the present, a whole other movie could be about the future. So I can see where he says that it's three movies in one, which kind of I expect a lot to happen in the movie, and expect a lot of action. That's why I like in my movies. I like good storytelling mixed with a lot of action. If you can get me that, I'm ready to go. So, but yeah, I'm really excited for X-Men Days of Future Past, and to hear that it's going to be three movies in one. I'm ready to go for it. So, all right, next up we got this. Although it's been nearly 20 years since Bobby and Peter Farrelly's Dumb and Dumber, cameras are ready to roll on the much-anticipated sequel entitled Dumb and Dumber 2. The 2 being emphasized as T-O, not the number 2 or T-O-O or T-W-O, whatever. It's Dumb and Dumber 2. Today, leading man Jim Carrey has posted his own social media to his dental chip, the result of an accident in years before the original film. Carrey had his front tooth cap removed to play the part. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels were in discussions to develop a sequel to their 1994 comedy hit, and recent reports have suggested that the plot will follow Harry and Lloyd 20 years later trying to track down one of their children, with Kathleen Turner playing the part of Frida Fletcher, the babe who worked at the tractor company referenced in the original film. Dumb and Dumber represented one of Carrey's breakout comedy roles. The film was given a prequel in 2003 entitled Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd, but without the creative involvement of the Farrellys, and received almost complete negative reviews. Dumb and Dumber 2 is set to begin filming on September 24th of this year. Oh boy, I'm so excited to see Dumb and Dumber 2. The first one is one of my top 5 comedies of all time, no doubt. Every time I watch Dumb and Dumber, I laugh, I cry, I probably pee my pants crying from laughing. Like I laugh so hard, then I cry so hard, then I pee my pants because it's just a really weird combination. Probably a little too much to tell you, but I absolutely love the first film. The sequel, pure garbage. It took everything that we loved in the first film and just like bundled it all into one big mess and just threw it, and somebody wiped their butt with it, and then just like gave it to some people, gave it to a needy family, gave a piled up piece of paper that's covered in crap and just gave it to a needy family. That's how bad the movie was. So, but I'm excited that Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels are coming back. I'm glad the Farrelly brothers are coming back. The last time the Farrelly brothers were together on a film, they had the Three Stooges, which didn't turn out too well. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. But, people have hit and misses. Some people can have really good films, and then they have one or two bad films. Every director goes through that. Or some can just have unbelievable films, Steven Spielberg. Or some can have one shining moment, and then the rest of his films are complete crap. M. Night Shyamalan. But yeah, I'm really excited to see Dumb and Dumber 2 come to the screen. It'll probably come in the fall of next year, so I'm very excited that. It may come in the summer, which will be great summer comedy for all the family to go see. So I'm really excited. And the storyline, that being 20 years later, with them trying to find one of their kids. First off, I want to say, how in the world did these guys get kids? And number 2, I feel so sorry for that kid because he's going to have the idiocracy of Harry and Lloyd. But I'm really excited to see this. The other item of the plot, when they're trying to track down the child, somebody's saying that Harry or Lloyd, whichever one, is needing a kidney, and the only person that matches him is his son. So that's why they're trying to go after his son. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be another cross America trip, which is going to be great. I love it. And I love the first one, as I said before, one of my favorite comedies. So I'm really excited for Dumb and Dumber 2. Alright, last bit of movie news. Josh Brolin has confirmed to the Huffington Post that he was up for the role of Batman in in director Zack Snyder's upcoming Superman Batman movie, a role which instead went to Ben Affleck. Asked if he had any conversations with Snyder about the role, Brolin said, "We did. I didn't have conversation about it, but Zack, that was part of his idea. It just didn't turn out. It's okay. It is okay. Another scenario might have worked better, but I'm happy for Ben." He was also asked about the reaction to Affleck getting the role. "I've never seen such a global reaction in my life. I feel for him truly. I would not want to be him right now. The reaction becomes so personal. It's like, forget this guy. I wish he was dead." And you're like, what? Dude, seriously? This guy is working just like you are. He's doing the same thing you are. He's trying to make the best choices he can. And I want him to kick ass, and I want everyone to love it and kind of eat their own words. Yeah, this is not shocking news to us. It was reported when Ben Affleck was Batman that the other two candidates that had been talked about were Josh Brolin and Ryan Reynolds. And this just automatically keeps on confirming that Josh Brolin was up for the role, but of course it went to Ben Affleck. Yeah, I kind of wish Josh Brolin might have been in it. He probably would have been a better choice than Ben Affleck. But as I said in my breaking news video, I'm going to give Ben Affleck a shot. You got to give everybody a shot. But Josh Brolin probably would have been a better choice, but things didn't work out like that, and that's what he says. So, I mean, he's happy for Ben. That's all you can be. You can't hate a guy for taking a role that you could have possibly been in. So you kind of just have to take it with a grain of salt and just go. And for him to say that the reaction of Ben Affleck becoming Batman is just shocking to him is kind of, I'm not surprised to hear somebody say that too, because, it just shows the respect that Josh Brolin has for Ben Affleck and the support that he has. And you know what? I hope the fans that hate Ben Affleck for this do eat their words. I hope Ben Affleck kicks it out of the park, he kicks ass in it, and he becomes one of the best Batman. I hope he does it. That's my personal opinion. That's what Josh Brolin is saying. And the people that said that Ben Affleck should go die, I hope you all eat your words. And I hope this movie rocks out, gets $2 billion at the box office, becomes the number one biggest box office movie of all time, grossing the most money worldwide. It gets 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Ben Affleck went to friggin' Oscar for it. That would be perfect for you to eat your words and just, So that's going to be a perfect scenario, but I don't think it's going to do that. I think it will be one of the best box office, highest grossing movies of all time. I don't know about a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Hopefully it gets like an 80, which would be great. And, Ben Affleck, he may not get an Oscar for it, but you know what? He can still portray Batman very well. And I'm just really excited to see him as Bruce Wayne / Batman. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Not much movie news going on. I just wanted to bring up this little video. I was working solo, so I had a few extra minutes on my hand to do this. But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, share the video, do whatever you got to do. I want to try to get this video out to as many people as possible. I want the show to get out to as many people as possible. We got a couple more videos that are already up on the page. It's a Kick-Ass 2 review and my breaking news edition, as mentioned before, Ben Affleck as Batman. Also, check out the local movie blog. It's jonasparks.blogspot.com. There, I'm going to start bringing some more blog posts. I took a month off to kind of get everything situated for me, but I'm back. I'm ready to go. I'm refreshed, and I'm ready to put out some new ideas and hopefully to make this blog and this show a lot better. But if you could, just subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment below on your thoughts, and just tell me what you think. I'd like to hear your feedback and how to make this show better, how to make the blog better. And I'm doing this for you all in the sense that some of you all don't know much about movies. Some of you all won't admit that. Some of you will. And I know some. I'm not going to say I know everything because I don't. But I know a lot about movies, and I know a few things more than some people should know. But I'm just trying to help you out as best as I can. Try to get you interested in movies. Movies are a fine piece of art. They're one of the most subjective pieces of art ever. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling here. Yeah, just subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, get it out to as many people as possible. I'm going to try to bring you some more videos and blog posts as quick as possible. And with that being said, guys, thank you for the support, and bye-bye.